100 push-ups in. Hopefully everybody's in a good place, whether it's morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. We've had some good interactions with people all over the place, so grateful for that. And I'm just trying to get myself set up here. Got some good sleep, little stuffy this morning, but that is okay too. Uh, and got some good food last night. Um, Hydration this morning. So we're going to add the exercise and get our day going. I'm just trying to click a few things here on the computer. Excuse my sniffles. And see where you guys are at when it comes to this. Let's see. Is anybody going to be joining me this morning? I think I'm going to stick with 10 sets of 10. Get myself a little warmed up. Okay, here we go. Now we can begin. Turn off some of these lights, save some electricity. And get myself set up. I think I'm just going to have to turn this around. Actually, I'm just going to set this here. There we go. Hey, good morning. Good morning. We're on day 37 for push-ups, so we're going to get to it. Just getting a little warm up on my shoulder. So, got 10 push-ups, and appreciate the thumbs up, guys. And here's the cat. Hey, you want to say hello? You want to say hello? There we go. 10 push-ups, and then I'm kind of sitting in that squat position just to kind of stretch out and loosen up posterior chain, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, all that stuff. So it's kind of a good combo. So we'll just keep it going gradually. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. All right, how's everybody doing this morning? Again, appreciate the thumbs up. Hey, subscriptions to the channel are free as well, so I'd love to have you guys. And you can find me on Instagram. There's a link in the description. So we got good stuff going on, but we're just here to get our daily push-ups in. And because I've only been up for about 20-30 minutes, just taking my time, kind of ease into this, but we're doing good. What's up? What's up? Oh, Big Shrimpy, who tried framing you? What happened? The bullies? How you doing? Oh man, sorry to hear that. How's everything else been? You gonna knock down some push-ups this morning with me? What's up? Well, Shrimpy, what happened? You gonna say hello again? No? Okay. Trying to figure out who tried framing you. That's the first I've heard of something like that. But you said you already had evidence, so hopefully you're okay. One, two, Hate crime intention. Yeah, that's some heavy stuff you got going on. That's some heavy stuff, man. Well, hopefully your evidence holds up and you're off the hook. That's yeah, that's a lot, man. Yeah, well, man, I best I can say is when somebody say they'd shut you up or whatever, if you can avoid it, because you win every fight you walk away from. I know it sounds counter to what we get told. Don't be a punk and things like that, but you don't want to end up in some bad situations. I've learned a lot, and that's one of those things. If I would have walked away from a lot of stuff, I'd have been in a much better place. So hopefully, hopefully you can definitely avoid those pitfalls next time. What's up, Nicole? How you doing? Just doing some push-ups this morning. We're on day 37 of doing 100 push-ups every morning. Well, I've done some in the afternoons and evenings, but day 37. So we're hitting these out. I'm doing like a 10-second stretch with it as well, just kind of staying in a squat. And yeah, we're gonna move on. So let me get this. I think I'm at number 6. We're already halfway through, and we're about 12 minutes. But I was chatting a little bit, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, man, you definitely want to be able to walk away. Um, that's none of that stuff's worth it, because you might win a fight and lose a lawsuit or something like that, or lose your freedom, all because we've been told, hey, be a man, do this, do that, and uh-uh. The two places where you'll find the most lessons and regret are graveyards and prisons. I never wanted to be a part of that, but did enough dumb stuff to end up in both. Thankfully I didn't, but that's where we're at. So if you can walk away from stuff, man, don't let people get in your head. You saw that one chat where that guy just kept coming at me saying I was something I wasn't, and it's like, nah, don't let them live rent free in your head. Don't let them get to you to where they got you out of pocket, because now they have control over you, and that's the last thing we want to give away is our control. All right, man. Enjoy your day. Have a good day, and don't let them get in your head. You win every time you walk away. Every time. Now, if somebody tries to actually physically put their hands on you, then people should know how to defend themselves. But if people are just talking trash and you're telling them to pull up, that's not a good combo. So enjoy your day, but be safe. I got to go shut my door real quick. There we go. We're going into number 8, and we're cruising along. So let's see. We're at 16 minutes. We may finish in under 20. So again, this is a good thing to have, that you can say, what can I do in 20 minutes that I already am doing, but not being as valuable with my time. So if we're just sitting out here scrolling videos and things like that on social media that aren't being positive or productive, hopefully this is for you. So this is a good 20 minutes spent. When you're just talking about doing laundry, time it takes to wash a load of laundry, you could knock out some sort of workout. Heating up your food, just putting it in the oven or whatever else, in that amount of time you could get that work in. So there's lots of times that we can just put these in: breaks at work, lunches, things like that. There's a time and a place. We can manage. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. Two more. Oh, Veronica. No, come join me. You can do them on your knees. You can start off on like a countertop, something that's just sturdy. We don't want something that's going to slide on you like the couch or something like that. We want like your countertops in your kitchen, and you can just start at an upper angle, something similar to that, and be able to do some stuff. But even if the direct exercise isn't for you, just when you're cleaning the house, vacuuming, just turn on some of your favorite dance tunes and just stay dancing in motion. That's a great cardio. On the road trucker, well, first of all, thank you for being able to get out there and make sure the rest of the world is operating with the things that we need. So shout out to you for that. And does it allow you any time, just like when you're at a station, just to stop and do some jumping jacks? Because I know like circulation is a big thing for truckers, that threat of deep vein thrombosis, because you're sitting so long and things like that. So just some stretches, something quick, just being able to, I know you can't just pull over, but jumping jacks, anything just to keep the circulation going. But I know it's not easy. It's not easy to try to fit that in, but where there's a will, there's a way. We can certainly get that in. Would love to have you on the perfect. And we can keep bouncing ideas. So subscriptions to the channel are free. So would love to have you. And then you can select all on the notifications, see when I go live and all that. And I'm in the description for Instagram. So that's a better place to DM and all that stuff. Goku, I'm doing 100 today. I'm on, thank you, Veronica. Goku, I'm on number 80. So I'm doing 10 sets of 10. I got like a little stretch going on with it. So let me get to number 9. Thank you, Goku. Definitely feel free to subscribe to the channel, hit me up, because we're doing this every day. Today was day 37. 6 more sets or 6 more reps? Yeah, I'm on every morning. I'll be on every morning. So if you subscribe, you should be able to select notifications and hit all, and it should show you when we go live and things like that. Yeah, today's day 37 of 100 push-ups every day. So we're just trying to show consistency and discipline. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Consistency and discipline will get us in a lot of better places in life, and not just physically. If we can take this principle and apply it to our professional relationships, at work, we become a better employee, better coworker, all those things. Personal, you become a better partner, spouse, all that stuff. Thank you so much. So there's a lot of areas where consistency and discipline are going to help us. Better student, all of those things, or just personal work. Uh-oh, my alarm. So when you beat your alarm, you're doing something. You got an early delivery. I'm gonna get out of my truck. Thank you, Veronica. And Veronica, one last thing. I always preach situational awareness. So please make sure you're doing it where you will be safe and able to perform these things, because a lot of times we put ourselves in vulnerable positions, being like down on the ground or things like that. So just make sure that your area is safe before you get to it. And if you can video a little bit of it, that would be awesome, because I'd put it on the channel here, or put it on the Instagram channel. If you want to send me some. Goku, same thing. If you want to do some push-ups, send them in. I would love to get them. So I'm gonna get this last one in. And you're gonna do 20. Okay, let me see if I can do 20. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that was 10 sets, but actually 110. Just doing the extra for Goku. If somebody's gonna hop on and do 20, I'll definitely try to do that. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you. Yes, that's awesome. Thank you. And hearts for sure. Goku, you're on day. Is that you're on day shift? Because I know there's a lot of times at work I would just do push-ups on my break or lunch. And we'd, okay, yeah. Well, look, if you can knock those out at work, I almost guarantee, I don't know what kind of work you do, but a lot of times I would end up getting coworkers doing push-ups with me. You start to wake something up in people. You live in Albania? Okay, awesome. You may get people trying to do them with you, because at first they look at you like, what are you doing? Then after a while, when they see you continuing to do it, they're like, I can do that. So you're reminding and you're inspiring people. So I'm not trying to show anything off. I'm just trying to remind people that if I can do it, you can do it. And if Goku can do it, then Goku's friends and coworkers can do it. Veronica's friends and coworkers can do it. And then we have more people doing themselves a service. Just break your 100 push-ups up. If 100 is too much, do 50. Do 10 sets of 5 or 5 sets of 10. It's your thing. So I'm not saying you have to do my 100. I'm doing 100. Okay. Hey, I got an 11-year-old and she does push-ups as well. She'll do 5 on her knees and do 10 sets of them. So you definitely have the opportunity to do it at any age and stage. And I've trained people who were older who could do push-ups as well. So, but if you can't because of something like in your shoulders, your neck, your wrist, or whatever, there's other ways. There's always another way. But if you can get down and do push-ups, then you've got a good thing and you're an able body. So I would definitely recommend getting down and doing some. And it's helped. It's helped, in the last 37 days, and I didn't have to do a whole bunch. 20 normal, awesome. Okay, you can do 20 normal and then do 5 sets of that, but I'm breaking it down. Instead of doing the 20, I'm doing 10 sets of 10, and you can throw something else in. So the other day I did, nice, I'm glad you're doing them. I did the 10 push-ups, and then I would do 20 jumping jacks along with it. So you get a little something else going along with it, and it keeps the body warm, just kind of helps keep things going, keeps it flowing. And then I'm trying to keep my rest time kind of in a small pocket. I'm not going on and on and on for the rest. So if I do the 10 push-ups, 20 jumping jacks, I'm not trying to rest for more than like 90 seconds. But if you need to stretch it out to 2, I would try not to go beyond 2. Now, if it's really killing you or you're really sore from it, you got to adjust that. I can't say, but that would just be the route that I would personally take. So again, we're at different stages, so we can bounce ideas off of each other. We can tailor what's going to work for you, works for me. It'll be different, but we're just supporting each other. We're not competing. I'm only competing with me. You only compete with you. Nice. 23. That is awesome. Keep going for it. Keep going for it. So it sounds like you're doing sets to failure, and nothing wrong with that as well. Sets to failure are cool, and it allows that, again, you get a really solid workout in because you're pushing yourself in a very specific way. I don't know how that would work for doing that daily, but that's okay too. If you don't do the push-ups every day, you do squats, you can do something with your shoulders. There's all sorts of things. So that's why I always recommend that if you want to check out other stuff on this channel, just subscribe. There's going to be videos of me in the gym. There's going to be videos of me out in the park. There's going to be me using bands, weights, homemade weights, things like that, or just body weight. So hopefully it gives you some ideas of what you can do in Albania or wherever you go, even if you travel, that there's going to be some thing that you can do. And you can do it just in the space that you're standing. That's what the push-ups are. It's just me standing up and being able to just kind of lay out. So in a small area, there's still an availability of something to do. Let's see. Who else do I want to shout out? Because Veronica and Goku definitely in it today. And then Big Shrimpy was here as well. And yeah, that's me. Yep, chicken legs. That is genetics all the way, and that is okay because my legs have done some fantastic things in sports and just in parenting, being able to run with my kids, being able to lift them up, carry them up the stairs when they're taking naps. So I have no shame about that. That is fantastic. I'm okay with that. Hopefully you are too. Ooh, you travel? Nice. So you can go and do the the push-ups and all that stuff, and you can do those in Italy. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, man, the genetics are crazy, aren't they? Because um, my chicken legs, I'm bow-legged on top of it, so like even when I do more, my legs don't grow, but they just get stronger. It's kind of weird that way. What's up, Galaxy Star? Your phone broke. What happened? I see broken phones all the time at my job. I see more cracked screens and everything. Okay, what are you doing? Are you on a regiment, or is that just like you got tree trunk legs because your dad had tree trunk legs or your grandpa had tree trunk legs? How'd you get yours? Or are you like one of those monsters in the gym just deadlifting like crazy? Keep going, Goku. That's what's up. Galaxy, what happened? Man, I think we've all been there. You got those problems. Got those problems. 99 problems, but yeah, don't let that be one. Time under tension. Nice. So is that just really slow reps? SR? And eat. What's going on in your diet? What are you putting in? Yeah, man, I'd forgive you. Yeah, I'd forgive you for all that. I probably just wouldn't let you come over after that, but I'd forgive you. um, keep at it, slow it down. Okay, okay. I'm definitely. I'll take that advice. Goku, you knocked out 30. That's what's up. Nice job. You are eat carbs around workout. I appreciate the advice because I'm not trained in any of this. This is just one person who likes to do things and keep myself fit and going and all that stuff. So I okay, that's a huge weight drop. 53 in one day, Goku. Yes. SR. So is it the carbs that like you're burning off during the workout, and then afterwards you follow up with like protein? Nice job, Goku. 53 push-ups in one day. That's a great place to start. And okay, what was the weight loss? Well, that's a lot to drop. What time frame was that in? Was that like over a year, or how long's that been? Because that's a huge weight loss. And you can see the sun starting to come up. Beautiful morning. Two years. Wow. Man, that's fantastic. Congrats. Congrats. That's a lot of discipline to get to that point. But if you feel like you're starving, yeah, you definitely want to feed yourself. Maybe not overfeed yourself to where the weight goes back up, but you definitely want to feed yourself. Goku, if you can hit 30 again, what are we looking at? 83 push-ups in one set, in one setting? That's what we're talking about. What's a weight bully? And bantamweight, are you boxing? I love this time of day. It's nice and quiet. Sun's coming up. You can hear like birds and stuff like that. And it's before all the traffic and all that stuff get going. Oh, look, that's we see that in wrestling. We see that in boxing. We see that in mixed martial arts. You see, you'll take taller guys because you can't teach reach. So if you're at the weight and if you're at the weight and you're just taller than someone else, that's not really being a bully, and you've probably got a strength from being a bigger person that is going to benefit you in that weight class. So I'm not mad at it. It's still competition. It's still sport, and sometimes the weight bully doesn't always win. It's not a guaranteed method. So Yeah. When it's fight night, they gain the weight back. Yeah, we've seen all that. And no, I'm not mad at it. I think if sports really wanted to do that, make sure that it was fair as and equal, they would weigh you right before you went into the ring, or right before you went onto the mat, or right before your competition. Goku 34. So what are we at? 87 push-ups. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. So 87. What do you need? Like 13 more to make it to 100? I'm not telling you have to. I'm just doing the math. That's awesome. Khabib is a weight bully. Is he still fighting? I thought he was retired. And what is it? Are you in MMA? Are you doing boxing? Uh, what's your sport? What's your discipline of choice? Okay, knock down those 20. Knock down those 20. That's what's up. Guys, I appreciate the thumbs up. Really do. Okay, yeah, I haven't followed MMA as much anymore, really sports in general, but I thought after beating McGregor, it was kind of like the end for him where he got what he wanted and was able just to kind of finish the guy off. Ooh, evil. You're going to do 40? Knock those down. Knock those down. I finished my 100. I didn't do 100 in a row. I did 10 sets of 10, but today is day 37 of me doing that. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification, select all. You'll see when I go live, and you can knock these down with me because I'm doing them every day. Today is 37 days straight. Okay, he retired against. Okay. Justin Gaethje or Gaethje, however you pronounce it. I know who he was. He was he was good when he first came out. Yeah, American wrestling has fallen off. A lot of athletes I think are going in different directions. Kind of the same way it seems like baseball did too. It's still a popular sport, but for a lot of American athletes, I don't think that they're doing it at the same rate that they probably were before. But you got people from all over the world playing these sports now. So Goku, that's what's up. Congrats, man. Congrats. That is awesome. That is awesome. Good on you. All right, evil white, evil YT. Did you knock down 40? Because Goku's out here doing it. I bet you're tired. Yeah, and I'll be interested to see how you feel tomorrow. You might be sore if you hadn't really been doing them and you just knocked off that many, especially in that large of quantities. So I'm just going nice and easy, slow and steady with these tens. But um, if you can knock down bigger reps, by all means do that. uh, I'll pass. I've definitely had some friends that did that in the past, and that just wasn't going to be my thing. I'm going to give you guys just a second of some of this environment. You can kind of see right over there in the corner. I got my tire. Got a sledgehammer with it. My sled is hanging up against it. All right, just checking on the day. I think if there was a lot of things that didn't have setbacks, like even just being legal and all that stuff, I think a lot of people would do it. Um, but the thing about it is, keep going, Goku. If you can do more, I think the thing about like with all that stuff is, yeah, is it worth what it's going to do to your health long term? But I think a lot of people just didn't do it because of the legal portions of it. But the other thing is, I've seen people do it and they still didn't get the benefits out of it because they weren't working the same. You could work super hard and get better benefits than a lot of times when people are actually taking stuff. So I've been that person. I had friends in my circle that took stuff and they weren't, even if they were outperforming me, it wasn't like they were like by leaps and bounds outperforming. So, like in a case of Olympic athletes or professional athletes, they already had the genetic set to be able to be a professional athlete. So that set them apart from most of the world anyways. What they were trying to do is keep up with that small percentage of people that they were in that group with. So that 1% of people that could run track or play football or whatever it is that could do that at a high level, they're trying to keep up with them. But I've seen people who are doing stuff where it's just like, dude, you're average and that's okay. Your workouts are average and you're not putting in the work. You're improving on what you would have been, but it can't be worth it. I've seen people put themselves in the hospital doing stuff, and that's not good. What do we got? Goku. if you do that trillion, whew, yeah, you got something going on. Caravaggio, yeah, it aids with recovery, healing from injury. Absolutely. But I think a lot of people are trying to also utilize it wrong. Okay. Anabolic steroids are different. You guys are going to talk a talk that um, is different than what I would know about it. So you guys can have the conversation and talk at a higher level because I don't know it because I was never interested in them. But from what I understood, that's where that works. But you still have to put the work in. Unlimited push-ups, Goku. Keep going. Unlimited. You're gonna work yourself up to get to the point of breaking like a world record or something. What's up, Babu? Bablu, excuse me. Raw Dog or 65. Final year med student, your brain is big. Nice. Uh, where's the joint? You know what? Well, you'd have to ask OK about that. If medicinal marijuana helps as far as recovery as well, when it comes to that sort of stuff, or does it kill the fatigue? Like that was always a thing that people talked about. We saw Arnold doing that, and he said it killed the fatigue in the muscles, so it helped him lift more and things like that. Or is that just a way to keep your appetite going? Go ahead, Goku. That is awesome. I did some back stuff yesterday in the gym, so I'm good on that. You did 5 pull-ups? Nice. You are owning it. You are owning it, sir. Where are you, Bablu? And just like with the steroids, never taking them. I've never smoked either. Just one of those things. Oh, nice. You're in Florida. That's what's up. My brother's out there. 6 pull-ups, Goku. Nice. Okay. Is that before, during, or after to partake? Oh, thank you, Bablu. No, I don't smoke. Never, never have. Never had an interest in it. I always, I guess if you had to say you had a drug of choice, it would just be, um, it would be working out. It would be being active. Goku squats. Do some body weight squats. you're going to do a whole workout. Like, I would space these things out. Do your push-ups one day for your chest and tricep, do your back with some bicep the next day, and then do some squats the next day, and by that time your chest and tricep should be relaxed. Then you can come back. You could even throw some shoulders in there. uh, Blue Baron, can I fight? I could defend myself, but I like me winning fights now is walking away from them. So that's why I say I'd be able to defend myself. If somebody came up and tried to put their hands on me, that would be different. But I wouldn't just walking around like Kimbo slicing people. Um, Goku, I try sets of 10. And if you can do more, that's cool too. Just watch your form and be slow on your way down. I believe that's the eccentric motion, and then explode yourself back up. Bob Blue, I I do this every day. Today's day 37 of doing 100 push-ups. So I I'm just maintaining and just doing something every day. So my message is consistency and discipline will get us a better experience in life. It may not get us the desired result, the absolute result, but it gives us a better process and a better chance of getting that. So, and if you can do something like this every day and improve your physical health, then you can apply those same tactics and strategies to getting that promotion at work or working your way up, being a better spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend, or getting dates, things like that, being a better student. So we can put these places all in place. Um, okay, you think fighting is barbaric, and literally there's no point in fighting unless you're doing it for money. Um, yeah, I mean, people have their own way. As long as I'm not thrown into that, that's cool. Goku, yeah, you got a heavy bar. That's what's up. Blue Baron, we don't want to fight anybody. What's up, Addy? How are you today? You guys are wild. Yeah, taking fights you'll win for sure. What's up, Akbar? Oh, you out here wanting to kiss people's mother, huh? Well, you might end up with a fight from OK and Blue Baron trying to kiss their mom. So just be careful. I want no problems. I want to walk through life peacefully. So that's what I tell my children when I was training them to defend themselves: is give every opportunity to back out of it. Don't worry about thinking that you're a punk or anything else like that. We had Big Shrimpy on earlier, and he'd had some issues going on when it comes to that. So if we can avoid that, and I can tell you first thing, people have ended up in jail punching a person just in a fight, and they're unconscious, they fall, hit their head on the ground, and die. And now that person has found themselves in jail or prison because it's involuntary manslaughter. So we want to just be very, very careful when we're getting into that stuff. If you don't benefit from it, don't do it. And just being out in traffic and getting cut off and jumping out to fight is crazy. So Goku, you're doing squats now, man, and you're holding the bar with one hand. All right. Okay, I agree. Lover, not a fighter. And we can love life, and you can have fights in different ways. You can fight um, that weight loss. You can fight your way out of a bad job. You can fight your way, into a better marriage or relationship, or fight your way out of one. Those are fights. I love a good fight when it's going to benefit us. But if we're just talking physical altercations, um, yeah, yeah. When I was younger, possibly, but a good fight is here and here, and then it helps us, grow and benefit ourselves. So, Blue Baron, you one punch. Did you do the 1 inch, the Bruce Lee punch? Pow! Or did you just load it up and took its head all the way off? Okay, for a guy that's a lover, man, you are talking heavy. You're gonna end up trying having people trying to fight you. What's up, Goku? Blue Baron, you just loaded up. Man, be careful. Be careful out there. Because a lot of times people don't take losses like that very well, and they come back and try to do more than they need to. Because a lot of people can't fight and they don't know how to accept a loss, and then they come back with weaponry and or more than one person and things like that. Goku, can you go on a fitness? A fitness what? What's the fitness thing we're going on? Okay, you gotta pick a lane. You're talking crazy, and then you say you'll call the cops. That's okay. Yeah, Goku, if you want to go to a fitness gym, here at my channel, I always say that the world is a gym. So if you can save yourself time by not having to travel there or sit around and wait to use machinery, you can save yourself money by not buying a gym membership if you don't need it. So the world is a gym. If you have things at your house, if you got a park by your house, if you can walk your neighborhood, I don't know where you guys necessarily live or what's around you, but if you can use just the world around you and just make sure that it's stable. So I don't want you to like hurt yourself trying to do pull-ups off of something that collapses, or doing squats or trying to jog and work out in areas that are dangerous. But if you don't need it, you don't need it. I hadn't been to a gym in about a decade, and I was just out there just doing all sorts of different stuff that I could have done in a gym. I just didn't do it in a gym. Uh, so for 11-year-olds, I don't think a lot of gyms are going to take that. I think the age has to be like 13. I've seen gyms where it was 13. I can remember I got a membership when I was 13, and that was my dad would take me, and that was when I started. So I don't think that you can do that quite yet. Well, that's good, Blue Baron, but just definitely just be careful out there, man. It's not about getting arrested. It's just about sometimes the energy we put out is the energy we get back. So if we're out here punching people's heads off, we're putting ourselves in a position to get our own head punched off or worse. Okay, nope, I'm not fighting anybody. I'm not fighting anybody. Because they were so impressed with the punch, so the police saw it and didn't arrest you? Okay. I could not speak Albanian. It sounds like there's a whole story behind that, Blue Baron. That you punched somebody's head off in front of a police station. And okay, all respect. When you say raw dogging. I have to try to pick up some Albanian just to be able to say maybe hello and things like that. I like picking up little bits of language here and there, but uh, that's how you roll. Okay, that's what's up. Blue. Okay, you're just out here being wild today. You guys are being wild. Hey, I hope you guys, for as long as we've been sitting here chatting, I hope you guys have subscribed to the channel, and or you can find me on Instagram under the same name. There's a link in the description. I don't like pushing it because I don't like trying to sound like I'm trying to be an influencer. But when you got like people that are willing to sit in a chat, when you got people that are willing to like interact and stuff like that, that would be dope. That would be dope to have the channel just keep growing. What's up, Side Out? Thank you, Goku. Okay, that's being loving. I'd hate to be on your bad side then. But you are being loving because you did say you're a lover, not a fighter. Like 4 minutes ago. Okay, thank you, Goku. Definitely. And I can see when the channel grows. Like the channel's been growing like crazy the last since I started doing the push-ups. Views on trans people, they're not look if they're not trying to hurt me, rob me, hurt my family or anything else like that. People are just people. I'm not. I don't have a thing like where they should be this or be that or whatever. People gotta be themselves. If people aren't hurting other people or they're not to the detriment of society, I'm not worried about it. Okay, that's awesome. uh, ooh, well, we're sorry to hear that, Blue Baron. I'm sure OK wouldn't say raw dog in your mom if he knew. So, all respect. We're out here just having fun. But please be careful, man. Out here punching people. I want the best for everybody. So I just want to make sure you guys are out here safe in all areas of the world. Okay, you are out of pocket. You have no heavy bar, Goku. You don't necessarily need a heavy bar. You can tax your muscles without it being heavy stuff. You can just go for more reps. You can really slow your motion down to really keep the muscle under duress while you're doing that. Ready for the coming war? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you knew you were out of line for that. Um, what's the upcoming war? The American Civil War? Oh, I forgot I can do this blue screen thing. This green screen thing. I just learned this yesterday. I'll show you guys what I popped up yesterday. This is me a few years back. Wow. I gotta start pulling those screens up. Oh, kind of crazy, huh? That was it's not what it looks like. I was actually doing some stunt work in a movie, the Piranha 3D movie, and that was just like a special effect. Yeah, okay, that it looks bad. It looks brutal, doesn't it? But those are good special effects. Those Hollywood makeup artists and stuff like that. So that was me on set. Okay, what's wrong with you? You're wild today, sir. You're wild. Goku, I'm not sure I understand that question. Thank you. Respect as well. Oh, a handstand. Yeah, handstands. That's a really tough body weight exercise. That'd be good shoulder, back, balance, just all that stuff. Blue Baron, you know how that is. People get on and they just talk wild and stuff, but at the end of the day, I think everybody be good. So we're all good here. I can click this light off because I am all set. We've had a fantastic morning. I'm going to get back in the house. Can you be a mod? What's a mod? What time do we got? 10 after 6? Oh, moderator. Okay, you don't want me to make it a moderator? That's hilarious. All right, if you pop up on a regular basis, then I'll consider having moderators. But if I make you one, then I'd have to make OK one as well. I think I can have more than one moderator. So if that's what we're working at, then we gotta start being consistent with this. That's funny. OK knew exactly where that was going. All right, how long have we been on? We've been on over an hour. That's fantastic. I appreciate this. I gotta jump in the shower. I gotta get my day going, but I'm gonna be here tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing it tomorrow. And again, if you subscribe, we can connect. You guys are just crazy today. And I'm on Instagram. You can reach me there as well. Under the same name. There's a link in the description. All that good stuff. So, guys, I'm going to jump off. I hope this has been entertaining. I hope it's been inspiring, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day on your journey of health and fitness. So remember, hydration, nutrition, exercise, and rest. Let's get those 4 things in every day and improve. Read a book, work on some language, an instrument, all that stuff, because we deserve to elevate ourselves. Let's see, we got a block message. What do we got? Boy, you guys are just going back at it. Namaste, okay? And we'll see you guys tomorrow, like we always say. HWPO, hard work pays off. Impact Athletics Association. Guys, have a good one. We'll see you.